Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's NXCRE. I'm at AN Studios. Shout out to Drop the Heat.
And it's cold outside, but you still come by. Will you let me know what's inside your mind? See, I told you once, now I tell you twice. Will you let me know what's inside your mind? Yeah, happen. The moment I say it, it happen. The moment I see it, I feel it. I know that it's true. Yeah, I make that shit happen. Yeah, happen. The moment I say it, it happen. The moment I feel it, I see it. I know that it's
We here. Drop the heat
Hey,
on a very special edition right here in AN Studios.
hello.
Hold on. I do this to everybody. I gotta do it to you. Who are you?
My name is NXCRE.
NXCRE, what's good, my brother?
Hey.
What's going on, my G?
Hey.
What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man? Thank you for having me on today.
Yo, bro, before we start, the people don't know, but I'm gonna let them know I was late today. I apologize for being late, bro, to this interview. But we here, bro. We finally here. We gonna drop the heat. It's Drop the Heat Media Week, and we're gonna have a great time.
For real.
Yes, sir. We are here. NXCRE, before we even dive into this, let me know. Let them know.
Yeah.
Who is NXCRE? Where you came from? Your roots, your childhood. Let's know a little biography about yourself before we really dive in.
Oh, man. What do you want to know?
What was your childhood like, bro? 'Cause
Rough.
I could hear your voice. You have such a beautiful voice. Where did it come from?
Well, my mom is a singer, and she used to take me with her to go sing. And as a kid, I just watched her, how she captivated a crowd, how she moved and touched people. And like, I was like, just as a young kid, like a little kid, like 2, 3, 4 years old, just watching that, I'm just like, I was blown away, you know? So that's where I really started to really see this life and this life that I'm living in. If it wasn't for her showing me the roots and, you know, showing me what her dad did before her. Because her dad was also a singer, my grandfather. And it
So there's
just,
a vocal chain going down from generations.
essentially, I guess that's how it is. Like, because I know I wouldn't have this without her, without the blessing of God, without, you know, all of that. So I just try and do what I can to make sure that I maintain it for as long as I can and use it for the best that I can.
That's amazing, bro. That's really, really amazing how you always go into things looking headstrong and, you know, believing in God.
You have to.
I love it.
You see how the world is nowadays. It needs something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I grew up in a country that was pretty much instilled on you from a young age, you know, as you don't even know. So as a young kid, and it's kind of like that's the routine. You pray, you this, you that, you know. And eventually you're going to come to a point where you kind of rebel against that because you're just like, how does this help me? You see all the bad in the world and you tell yourself, well, this isn't, if there is a God, why would this happen? If there's this, why would that happen? But eventually you start to realize as you grow even more older that everything happens for a reason. And the reason why you grew up in that way was to make sure that you know the more important things in life and to make sure that whenever things get tough, things get a little hard to handle, you can always fall back on somebody who will never like let you down, never throw you to the side, you know. You'll always have that in you, no matter where you go, no matter what your beliefs are, how it changed. At the end of the day, if you go back to that mentality that you were taught early on, you know, pray, like whenever you feel stressed, worried, whatever it may be, you just make sure that you look up and you say a little prayer and you feel that.
Yeah.
You'll watch how everything fixes itself up and you don't have to worry no more. So that's just how I go about my life. And if it wasn't for where I grew up at, I don't know. I guess, like Kanye, I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, that's awesome, bro. Where did you grow up? Where are you from? Did you grow up in New York?
I did not. I grew up in Israel. So,
Israel, okay.
I was basically there for 14 years in my life, and then I moved out to Long Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
How different is Israel? Can you tell me? I've never been to Israel. Tell me, like, the differences out there, how everything is. I've heard a lot of stories. Tell me.
Hot. It's hot, man. You're in the desert out there.
Yeah.
Really hot. I won't get into the political aspect of
Yeah,
things.
I don't even want to talk about that. I want to talk
because
about.
we're about to get into
Hell
some.
yeah,
You know,
I want to
so,
talk
like,
about the beauty of Israel. What's the nice parts of Israel? What's some positive things you experienced as a kid over there? There's a lot of political shit going on all around the world. Feel me? I
Yeah.
just want to know what are the nice things that you remember when you was a kid.
as a kid, one of the nicest things I could say about it is the fact that you're kind of safe to roam around as a kid. You kind of have more freedom because it's not a location that's predominantly roads, highways, things of that nature. It's more of a tight knit community. It's almost like a European city, you
Yeah.
know. So you're very much in close contact with everybody around. So like, if I want to go to my friend, he's like 2 minutes away. If I want to get to school, it's not that far. You know, everything is very close. It's not so spread out. Like Long Island, you need transportation if you're gonna go anywhere. I mean, I wouldn't be able to get here if it wasn't for train, bus, train. You know, so it's nice to be able to walk around and really just be outside and experience what there is to offer outside than having to go so far. But yeah, that's really part of it. Another part that's really cool. Clean waters, like clean water, like the beach. The water is actually warm, not cold. But hey, I love the beach out here. So
When did you came over here at like 14 years old?
14, yeah.
Okay, well, did you come by yourself? You came with family? Like,
Family.
what's the story? What's the story with that? I want everybody to know the NXCRE story. I want to get this before TMZ. I want to get this before Double XL. How did you guys come over here? If you don't mind me, feel me asking.
So, my mom took a piece of paper. She wrote California, Atlanta, New York. Cut it up into pieces. Shook it up. Pulled her hand out. Hi. Pulled her hand out and said, pick one. The first piece of paper that I grabbed, I opened it up. It said New York. So we moved. And that's how I came.
Really?
I could have been Atlanta Knack. Los Angeles Knackery. I don't know how that would sound, how that would be, but yeah, it was all thanks to fate. The first piece of paper that I picked said New York, and we moved. We didn't have a place to stay. We didn't have anywhere to go. Just came out here, and we just figured it out from there.
Just nice and fresh, clean slate for everybody. Yeah. I feel you. Yo, I'm loving the story, bro. Now let's get back into your music now.
Hey.
You feel me? First time I ever heard about you, my boy Terrence put me on to you.
Shout out to Terrence.
What's poppin'? With your song The Villains.
LOC.
And I heard your voice, bro. Terrence and Tosh, actually. Shout out to Tosh also. I heard your voice, and I'm just like, wait, time out. Who's this? Is he on already? Everybody around me was like, nah, he's not on, bro. He's still underground. I'm like, no way. Feel me? I took a little dip in your catalog. I saw your face. I'm like, nah, he looks ready. He looks like he's ready to go, bro. For real. And I see that you've been dipping and dabbling in New York. You've been networking a lot. I see you at events. I see you continuously meeting new people and going outside all the time. Yeah. What are some things that you could, tell the people that you are doing and struggling in this path and,
Well, I'll tell you this much. There used to be a point where I would, 1, not talk to anybody, 2, not go out to any events, and 3, not know anybody. What I was doing was I was predominantly in my space that I was living in at the time, recording music, going to the studio to record it, coming home, releasing it out into the internet, and that was the end of that. And I would basically just speak to whoever got attracted to the music, and that was the only sort of communication that I even had at all when it came to other people in relation to family and the outside world. So the only people that I ever had to talk to was my fiends. That's the army right there. That's the people who held me down when I had nothing, and they built me up to this level. So I can't help but just say thank you. There was a point in time where, out of the blue, I got a DM from now a close friend of mine named Snow. And he invited me out to one of his shows at this spot called MK Lounge.
MK Lounge.
MK Lounge.
Heard you.
Shout out to Jason. So
A lot of ass in there.
oh my God. So Jason, not Jason, sorry. So Snow invited me. This is the first time. At first, I was even hesitant on going. I was like, I don't really know him. He was like, I fuck with your music. Sorry for cussing. He was, I mess with your music and things of that nature. And I was like, okay, I'll go. I'll give it a shot. And this was the door that opened a million other doors. And I can go on and on and on about how that person ended up introducing me to that person, that ended up introducing me to that person, that ended up bringing me to where I'm at today. But all I'm going to say is put yourself out there, take the opportunities that are presented to you, and believe in yourself, and believe in the people around you, and you will watch how your life changes from complete isolation to walking around in the streets and people are like, hey, you're NXCRE, right? So.
Night is getting longer, but you're still here. I want you to smile more, but you don't fear. All the things that I say, you're so damn strong. Maybe if I try to lay low, harder I find. Hey, what's your fear, baby girl? Maybe I can solve it all. Why would you say all those things when you know that I like you? You know that I like you. Oh, hey, but you try not to tonight. I want you to know that I'm right here for you. That's right. Lost you long time ago, but that never happened.
You thought it was over, but it's not. It's not over.
We back.
Yeah, we really back. Nah,
Back.
I wanted to talk about the Timeless album, bro. Like, everything behind it. The track list is amazing. The artwork is amazing. Yo, bro, I'm going to listen. I promise, I only listen to like 3 songs. I'm going to listen to the whole thing after this
Appreciate
interview.
that.
But talk about the process of the interview, of the
Wow.
album, if you don't mind.
So with this project, Twisted, I wanted to create the best music that I could at the time. And what Twisted is, it's a year's worth of moments. It's a year's worth of experiences. It's a year's worth of basically eras. There was the start of it with the Desire era, you know. Desire, once again, is a song that only came about, and peep this, it only came about because I was given the opportunity to intern at a studio. It was a studio, it's no longer here now, but when it was around, it was the spot, and a lot of people know it. It's out in Ridgewood. It's called Red Rose Studios. This was owned by Daniel. See, if I wasn't given the opportunity to intern at this studio, I would have never found the instrumental that would come to be Desire. That's the same spot I recorded it. Most of the songs, half of the project was almost recorded in that one studio, and now it's gone. Can you believe it?
No, that's crazy.
Hey, Desire was recorded in Red Rose Studios. Sleep Paralysis was recorded in Red Rose Studios, and Conceited was recorded and completed at Red Rose Studios.
All right, so at least we got the files, man. We got the files. They survived.
For real, the files survived, but the memories will always last. You
Yeah.
know? That's that place. I even walked past there the other day with one of my producers, Marvin, and he stopped for a moment. He just looked at the sign, and he was just like, man, you know, because we was there. We was trooping it out. That was the base. That was the home base, as we called it back then. We was grinding it out in there. Terrence, me, Marvin, Lang Father, Daniel, Loyalty. We was all in there day in, day out, crafting, you know. And at the time, what ended up happening was I started to form a team. I started to form people who connected with what I was doing and appreciated what I was doing, and I was loving what they were doing, you know. And this is the first time I was able to create alongside producers. Because at first, it was pretty much exclusively YouTube. And then I was given the opportunity to work with other producers and actually craft my song, be the producer. You know, and that's how we ended up getting songs like Conceited, where, you know, I'm playing some of the guitar on there. I'm snapping, you know, I'm doing whatever it is that I need to do. But these were works that it wasn't just me by myself, but it was a collective of people who brought their inspirations, brought their ideas, brought their emotions, and created something that was just inconceivable for us, you know? So that's one of the biggest parts that I loved about creating Twisted. It was just the matter of being able to be around so many creative minds and create something that individually we wouldn't be able to create.
Yeah.
But together we have this product.
How many people, for cutting you off, how many people you think got their hands in this bucket for Twisted?
Wow, I put the credit list. There's like over 10. I'm sure I could list them out right now.
Some people, I'm not gonna lie, some people would be just grateful to have 2 people to work on their projects. Some people have no support, they do everything themselves, bro. So that says a lot about you as a person, a lot about you as an artist, like, for real. Wow. Give you your flowers right now, because for me, you have a lot of people that believe in you. Yeah. Don't quit. Never. If you quit, I'm gonna find you.
I can't. Yo, give me a German suplex or something like that.
Yo, I love how NXCRE. Yo, I love wrestling. He brought the wrestling to the interview. I'm loving it, bro.
He brought the wrestling to the interview. You see these mics, man? I feel like I'm on an episode of Raw. Come on now.
I love it, bro.
If you're some metal, hey.
Chill. Yo, NXCRE, again, bro. Feel me? Thank you again for coming on Drop the Heat. We appreciate this sit down. We appreciate you even being here.
Of course. Thank you, guys.
You're going to be here when you go on tour again, right?
Hell yeah, right, in that ring.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna be in that. Listen, Drop the Heat's about to expand. You hear me? It's about to be in this crazy-ass ring, a wrestling ring. There's going to be 2 seats right there.
Yeah.
I'll be out there. Well, we really made it, man.
Yeah.
We really here. So, yeah, I can't wait.
You already know what's going on. It's your boy Will Gates, NXCRE to the right of me. AN Studios, superstar right here. Hope to see you again, my brother.
Thank you, man.
We out of here.
Peace, guys.